Hello, so this is gonna be, might get emotional, might not. I don't know if I'm really kind of still over it until I actually talk about it. So,
baby, you give me feels and I know that it's real. You give me feels.
We're gonna get into it. So, babe decided, since it's Pride Month, to do a coming out story and how I came out to my parents. So I'm gonna get right to it. Like I said, it might be emotional, it might not. So yeah, let's go. Oh, I'm just gonna put it like this. Okay, I was a freshman in high school. I lived in Miami at the time with my father. And I used to go to school and stuff like that, and like, see a lot of gay girls, and I was like, okay, I like that. You know what I mean? Like, it was like a lot of, studs or whatever, as you would call them. And I'm like, I like that, and I can't give you a reason why I'm gay. I cannot give you a reason at all. That's why I feel like I was born this way. I am who I am. So I came out to my dad. I actually didn't come out to my dad. I was on the phone with my girlfriend at the time that came and visited. I was young, of course. I was dating some girl in Jamaica. She came to Miami and we started talking, whatever. So he overheard our conversation. So I didn't end up telling him. He overheard my conversation. So one day, fast forward, one day he came home and I woke up to a belt. And back in the day, well, a couple years ago, the big lion belt buckles that the belt buckles used to be real popular back in the day. Well, it was the lion belt buckle. I remember it was yesterday, and I woke up to a beating to the belt buckle. And it's beating me and beating me and beating me. And I wasn't understanding what was going on, at all. I wasn't understanding what was going on. So I'm just there getting beat, and then I even asked him questions. I already knew that's what it was. You know what I mean? He tried blaming on something else, but I knew that's what it was because the way I got beat, I should never got beaten by what he said it was, the way I got beaten. So I thought, live with my dad, get to know my dad, because my dad wasn't there mostly my whole entire life. My stepdad, which is now who I call my dad, since I was before I even moved back with my dad, I was calling him dad. Yeah, so he beat me or whatever, and then every morning I woke up before I went to school and walked to the bus stop. My stepmom came out the room. It was called her prayer room. She came out the room, and when she came out the room, she wanted to put oil on my head. Try to change who I was and stuff like that. So as I was just sitting there living, I was like, I can't do this anymore. But the one person I never came out to yet was my mother. And what's so crazy, I was scared to come out to my mother, which I don't know why, because my mom was the coolest mom in the world. I was so scared to come out to my mom. I called my mom. I left her voicemail because she didn't answer the phone. I said, Mom, I need you to call me. I need something to tell you, and it's an emergency. So me leaving Miami, my mom's from Rhode Island, New York, but she grew up in Miami, Florida. So she know how Miami was. So she thinking oh my God, my baby's something wrong with my baby. So she hurried up and called me. She missed a call. I missed a call from her, so I hurried up and called her back. She's like, Kiana, what's wrong? What's wrong? I said, Ma, I need you to sit down. She's like, Kiana, what's wrong? I was like, Ma, I need you to sit down. So I told my mom that I don't like boys. And she's like, okay. I'm like, no. I like girls. So she said, Kiana, this what you had me call you for? I said, yeah, Mom, I felt like I need to tell you this. Dad found out and took it totally left field with it. I got beaten and stuff like that. And I told her. She was very, 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 very upset. But she got on the phone with me and she told me, sorry, I'm getting emotional. She told me, Kiana, I knew you were gay since you were a child because, I put you in boy clothes. I'm not crying because of what she said. I get to the point. She started to put you in girl clothes and stuff like that, and you looked horrible. Not in a bad way, but she's like, then I put you in some nice shorts and some basketball shorts and t-shirts. She said you looked beautiful. You was comfortable. So she knew I was, I was gay. So the reason I'm crying is, one, because I love my mom to death. Love my mom to death. But still living with my dad at this time, I was like, Mom, I need to come back home. I can't be here. I can't be myself. So, when you were a kid, like I said, I was young. I was a freshman in high school. And I went to my dad's room. He had this second room in his house that it was his second closet. So when I was in high school and I seen all the studs wearing I see Fruit of the Loom, Hanes and stuff like that box. I'm like, okay, I want to try this. I want to see how it is. So I went in his room and he had these briefs. And when I say briefs, I'm not talking about like boxers. It was like the underwear type underwear. But I'm like, forget it. Nobody's going to see like the panty looking ones. They're just going to see like where it says Hanes. So I wore them, right? Without him knowing. I wore them. I put them on. They didn't even fit me. But I wanted to be the in. I wanted to be with the in crowd. I wanted to show who I was, So that day, I ended up getting on my cycle. Mind you, they're white. I ended up getting on my cycle. So when I got home, I took them off and threw them in the dumpster because I'm like, he ain't gonna go through no trash. Who's gonna go through the trash? But I wasn't thinking. I didn't put them in a bag or anything. I just threw them in the dumpster as soon as I got home because I was scared. So he found them. And he sent them a message to all my friends. Like these underwear that's filled with, blood or whatever, to all my friends. So, of course, the next day I went to school, everybody's running up to me, which is very, 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 very embarrassing, by the way. So I called my mom, and she was like, well, I want you to come home. So I came home. I didn't tell my sister yet. My sister thought she probably knew I was because on her birthday, years and years before that, I kissed a girl on her birthday in my room with her friends. So, yeah. Sorry, sis. I love you. So she, I don't think she knew, but, her sister wasn't girly. You know what I mean? Like, her sister was not girly at all, always hang with the boys and stuff like that. So I moved home. Mind you, my mom and my stepdad are married. My dad, I call him stepdad, so y'all know the difference. He's Jamaican, and you guys know how Jamaicans are with the whole thing. It's not, he wasn't accepting of it, he just didn't understand it, you know what I mean, at first. But when it came to my mom owned businesses. So it's like, I came home and I was still scared. And I didn't tell my sister yet, I don't think at this time. But I finally told my sister. My sister didn't look at me different. She didn't treat me no different at all. Like, and I want to say, when it comes to my mom, my sister, they are the reason why I got through being gay the way I did, because it's not easy. It is not easy. At that time, it was getting better, but it wasn't still like, it was kind of scary to still come out to your parents. As it still is today, some people are still going through that or whatever. But I want to say that my mom, my sister, and my brothers, my dad's sisters, are very, very supportive of it. Very supportive of it. And sometimes they didn't like, I used to call them. I told them like one day how my dad acted, and they didn't like it. But yeah, if it wasn't for my sister or my mom, the love that they had, like no matter where we went, like my mom will literally pick her daughter over anybody when it comes to her daughter being gay. Like I want to say, okay, I'm going to say it, like my mom loves that I'm gay. Like that's just the only way I can explain it. My mom loves that I am gay. And I love that because she made me be strong. You know what I mean? Because if I had nobody else, you have your mother. You know what I mean? So I had my mom and I had my sister. My sister's always gone. You know what I mean? Like she was always at school or always at work. So I really couldn't, like, when it came to my sister at that time, lean on my sister too much. But yeah, like it was hard coming out to my dad. And like I said, I didn't come out to my dad. He kind of overheard and it went totally left. So to my mom, my sister, I love y'all so much. Y'all know I sent y'all many videos of crying, thanking y'all for y'all being there. I'm always writing y'all on Facebook, putting you guys in my shout out messages, how much I love y'all, how much y'all been there for me. And another thing is when it comes to people that's trying to come out to their parents, like it's not easy. And like my girlfriend said in the last video, it might not ever get easy to certain, to some people, but always come out, living your truth. And you know what I mean? Like she said, you don't always have to come out because people want you to come out. And anything in life, you have to do things when you're ready, or you would never be successful in the things that you are doing until you are ready. You'll never be forced in doing something that you do not want to do. Because like I said, it's not easy. And it's okay to be afraid. Like she said again, like I love that. It's okay to be afraid. But to this day, like, it's going to be some people that don't like it. Like they say, you don't have to like me, you don't have to talk to me, but you will respect me. If I give you respect, all I want is that in return. And so when it came to, still to this day, I still deal with my dad is, he had texted me things about getting pregnant, about, oh, I'm gonna still pray for you, what you're doing is just wrong. And to this day, like I said, I still deal with it. And every day, like when I take good pictures, me looking like a guy, I still send them to my dad. Because any day, I'm still your daughter. You're supposed to still love me. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to, you don't have to keep throwing in my face who I am, or one day I'm gonna get a husband and stuff like that. Because what's that gonna do? If you're really trying to change somebody, bringing them down is not gonna make them change and love you and respect what you're saying. You know what I mean? It's actually gonna make them do totally the opposite of what you're saying. I thought I was gonna get emotional doing this, but I got emotional just a little bit. But you know what I mean? I just wanna say happy Pride Month, 2020. And I wanna say Pride got canceled this year. But with the Black Lives Matter movement going on, this is the biggest thing out there right now, and I love it. But what I love about it so much is Pride flags are out there with them. So even though Pride got canceled, this is the biggest Pride parade of the century. Like, the biggest Pride parade of the century. No matter what people are doing, all the rioting and stuff like that, and I know that's not who we are. I know sometimes it's getting put out there as like who we are, but people are just tired. You know what I mean? So it was time to step out. And the people that's actually doing it, I love y'all. I respect y'all. It is not easy just to get out there and march like that. So I love y'all, you know what I mean? Because every day I know y'all probably like, am I going to make it home tonight? But y'all don't care because y'all going to go out there and y'all going to die for a purpose, if anything. And I pray that that happens to no one, you know? But I love y'all, and we are very, very strong. I love it, and I want to let y'all know I love y'all. Happy Pride Month, and this wasn't easy. I finally, like, looking how the world is changing and how we're coming up and stuff like that. Like, I think this video, it was easy for me to make this video because it's, like, more accepted now, more than ever, and I love it. I love all my family. I call all my gay females, males, trans, queers, bis, all that, lesbians, we are all family. We are all still fighting a fight together. So I love y'all, man. Stay gay.